Hi everyone, Wilmar Calagos here, and I just want to congratulate you if you've done all 6 steps. It truly is a great accomplishment because I know um, the work that you had to do to get to step 7 is really just putting everything together, and you should have already a macro and micro picture of how your business is today and how it will run in the future. And so this step is really a, a simple step, really, because you already have all the steps needed to put your blueprint together because you've just created your blueprint for your whole business. And so let's go over again just a process that you went to. So you completed about 16 modules thus far to get to the blueprint step, which is literally everything that you've already done, and now you're just really, putting it together. And I've really devised this process, and this process I've used to create my own company from scratch. And my hopes are that it's really given you some insights and just some technical things that really need to be established, from the beginning. As step 1, it contains 10 modules, and that's really the core of it, is understanding what your business does and what it's going to do. And once you understand those things and the components to run it, then integrating software and having those things be configured is going to be a simple process, but it's going to take some time. And then just getting everybody on the same page and training everyone to execute the systems and processes, and understanding the documentations written and also in video audio form in how you're going to run your business. And now what we'll do is just literally just put the blueprint together, which you already have. So let's get to it. Step 7, Blueprint Entrepreneur's Operating System. Here's what we are going to cover. Final step is putting together the finished business blueprint. Your EOS is ever-changing blueprint of systems, procedures, manuals, templates, and processes. Remember to iterate based on the market changes, and validated learning, which is really important, from your customers, client feedback about your product and your service delivery. And that's really important in terms of your blueprint and your systems and processes, is that you need to get some validated learning, and not make changes in your systems and processes based not only like your own opinion and what you've observed, but it has to be validated in the marketplace through your customers and your clients. And so asking for feedback about your product and service, and especially how you deliver it, in all of the core 7 systems in a business, then you continually have to iterate based on the market and what it's telling you, and also take the feedback of your team and how to execute things much better, and then handing it back to them to make those changes and document them correctly. And then fully develop and document systems, processes, which will become your business blueprint to grow and operate your business. And your blueprint is literally your way of doing business, and you should be at a place where you have clarity, where you have understanding, and where you know that as you scale your business and as you grow from yourself to 2 and hiring more and more people, then it should keep you in this place of relieved, because you understand how things function in your business, and there's no second guessing or kind of like mocking a way of operating your business, because you've really taken the time in the beginning, or you are taking the time now to place systems in your business as a startup or a business that's been operating for many years. So whichever boat that you fall in, you've literally just created your blueprint, and in that you're 80% ahead of the businesses that operate today. And so let's get to it. All right, step 7, entrepreneur's operating system. The final step is putting together the finished business blueprint, but ever-changing blueprint of systems, process, and manuals, templates, and processes. This is what makes up your EOS and how you will run each part of your business. Remember to iterate based on the market changes and validated learning from your customer feedback about your product and your service delivery. The end result is that you have now fully developed and documented system process that is in your business, and grow as you operate your business. All right, so now step 1 is gather the documentations from all the core systems and processes and the systems within the big core systems that you put together. And what you want to do is create your blueprint. And so you're going to gather all the documentations you have developed and written out, strategically place them in some kind of order, first by grouping them into categories, list categories below. And so literally you can hire somebody to do this, or you can do this yourself. The main thing is that you have a completed blueprint in how everything runs in your business. And I know that this may seem like it's overkill if you're a new business or you're just a startup, but again, the main thing is having this put together so that as I mentioned before, that I've worked and talked to investment companies that either acquire or invest in companies. And so if you have this put together and you already have your template going in, then your blueprint literally is what you can present to a potential investor, or maybe a potential person that you know that can potentially invest in your idea. And so it is really impressive to have something like this, because most businesses don't have something like this. And so this would give you the leg up in getting one, support, one, financial investments, or maybe, someone looking to have a piece of your business in the beginning of your business as you grow. And in a lot of ways, this also could be something that you could use when you hire someone, because as I mentioned, people yes, people work for money to make a living, to pay for what they need to pay for, to support their lifestyle and family. But at the end of the day, people also want to work for companies that have a vision, have a mission, you know what they're going through, they're organized, and you communicate all of that. So therefore, when somebody comes into your business, they're attracted to it because you have this blueprint that basically you can present that highlights everything about your business and how you run everything. And so from the get-go, you set the standard of the organization, all things, the systems and processes that's important to you, and you've really highlighted it in this one document. So therefore, you have it's impressive when somebody walks into that, but it also sets the culture. It sets the pace of how that person should um, be and how they should contribute in the organization because of what you presented to them. And so this document has also multifaceted things that it can be used for, but more than anything, it really is your blueprint in knowing how you're going to run each part of your business. All right, so step 2, print out all pages, place them in order by category using Word, Pages, or PDF, combine them digitally. And so be able to do that, create a cover page and table of contents for each of the EOS. Go through your EOS blueprint and decide if the order is correct and if there are parts that need to be added or omitted from your EOS. Do so accordingly. Step 5, create a physical EOS for your team to access and a digital version for your business. Give a copy to managers and schedule a meeting to go over the EOS, the new EOS. Get feedback about the EOS and make iteration based on the feedback that you see and fit to change. Number 8, finalize the EOS and be open to changes as you grow in your EOS. As you grow, your EOS needs to change with growth. New challenges occur during times of growth. Adjust how you will run your systems and processes when you grow, as you grow as a company. And so, very practical, very simple process of putting together your blueprint, and you could, get all these different items and then hire someone to create an awesome blueprint with graphics, for your business that would look even more impressive. And so the order that it can go can be something like this. This is an example, but essentially, you would, want to cover some kind of history of the business and how you came up with the business, a little bit about your background as far as the owner, and how you came up with the idea, the name, just, a good summary of the history of the business and where it was, where it is now, or if it's a brand new idea, how that idea came to be. And then you would highlight your mission, your vision, your values, the culture that you want, and then your big picture purpose of why you exist as a business, and then going through the products and services that you provide, and then naming, the team that you have currently, or if you don't, the team members that you need to get or to hire or to contract, whichever way is better for you as far as the business model that you created. And essentially you would have your systems for your core systems, your sales, marketing, accounting, customer service, HR, file management. You can even add legal on here, which is a good one as well. And then just important context that people should know and have, whether it's emergency or managers. And so, pretty much that would, conclude, your blueprint. I think that, this step is a step that is necessary. And then when you have it, I think there's this sense of accomplishment and the satisfaction that your business, like what you represent, what you do. And I think having a blueprint will give you even more confidence in what you're going to deliver and how you're going to deliver it and how you're going to get your clients and what process. And you're in the know. And when you're in the know, I think it's the greatest thing being a business owner, because it relieves a lot of the pressure and the a lot of the stress, because you just know the pieces that are moving. And then when you get with your team, or you analyze your business, if it's just you're a solo entrepreneur, at least you have a clear understanding of the pieces, and you're not moving to and fro to different things, different products, different ways to do it. I mean, you're executing based on what you plan as far as your blueprint, and then you're changing or trying new things, but you're staying in line of your purpose, of your values, and what you're trying to accomplish. So it's so crystal clear that now you have direction, you have a path, and then you have options of what you want to do, because you've kind of laid out a game plan. And so this blueprint literally becomes the blueprint that you'll execute, and you should be really proud of it, because you took time to really put it together, and you are the architect of your business. And it's no longer just a product and service that you provide, but it's that you have a macro vision of what you want to do with your business, and you have goals and aspirations and where you want to take it to, and you have it written down and documented, which places you in the top 90 percentile of business owners and businesses that are operating today. And so I just want to again congratulate you for a job well done, for making it through this process. And once you get to this part, everything else becomes much simpler. Now it's just about executing, testing, and then trying new things until you get it right, so that you can get the results that you want for your business and how you operate and run things. So again, congratulations. All right, so only 4 things that matter when you systemize the business, and you've truly have systemized your business, going through the SDB Implementer's 7-step process handbook guide. And you figured out your systems, you know your processes, you're clear about how to do it, because you've documented it with audio, video, and written text, and also using a checklist. And now you have somebody that is executing your processes, and you have somebody that's accountable of doing them. Aside from closing sales, you will be tempted to do other things, but when it comes to systemization, your brain power has to be focused on these 4 things: implementing systems you need today, figuring out its process, documenting them, and executing them. Again, congratulations, and I will see you on the next video.